social studies. Looks a little bit different today, right? So today we are going to learn about goods. So goods are the things that you buy at the store. And a lot of times, you know, if someone asks you, oh, where'd you get that shirt? Oh, I got it from Kohl's. And you don't really think about anything else. Well, how did it get to Kohl's? I don't know. Well, we're going to talk a little bit about that today. So, I actually just so happen to have this in my house. It's a fake plant. But do you guys know what this plant is? It looks kind of like a cotton ball, right? Well, that's because it's a cotton plant. And believe it or not, the shirts that we wear that are cotton, they come from a cotton plant. Okay, so what happens is a farmer will plant cotton, it will grow, and then here's my little farmer. He's gonna go out and he's gonna pick the cotton, right? And then they will send it off to a factory. So now my little truck here, I'm just gonna take the cotton to a factory that'll turn it into thread. And then another truck is gonna take it to a factory to turn it into fabric, or that might happen in the same factory, but this cotton goes from thread and then it gets turned into fabric, and then the fabric goes to another factory where it is turned into clothes, like a shirt. But we don't go to a factory to buy our clothes, right? So then another truck has to come along and take this shirt and bring it to Kohl's, where you're gonna go and buy it and put it in your closet and wear it to school or whatever. So there's a lot of steps behind just a plain old shirt, right? And believe it or not, everything that we have goes through those kinds of steps to get into our house. Somebody, whether it comes from a plant, it needs to get grown, or it comes from plastic, which is a material that needs to be created. There are so many steps that go into every single good that we own. All right, so today we are on page 23 in your social studies books. Follow along while I read. It says all about goods. Making goods. Goods are things people grow or make to sell. Farmers grow goods like beans, corn, and strawberries to sell. Some goods are made in a building called a factory. Factory workers run machines to make the goods. This factory worker is checking the tennis balls. He wants to make sure they are ready for people to buy. So I'm actually giving your parents 2 links today. One link to this video and a link to a video about the Crayola factory. It's a gigantic place where they make all of the crayons, and it's actually not too far from where we live. They make all of the Crayola crayons. And so I think that it's really neat. But there are all kinds of factories. My mom actually used to work in a factory. It's not there anymore, but it used to be in Philadelphia, where they made clothes. And she said she would just push on these big machines all day long, and it would cut hundreds and hundreds of shirts. And so it's kind of like crazy to think about where our clothes come from and everything that we buy, your toys, everything. All right. Trading goods. Trade means to give something and get something in return. We know all about trading, right? So I might trade you my cookie for your string cheese or whatever. We're not allowed to do that, but I know that sometimes we talk to our friends about doing things like that, right? So these children are trading toy cars. Countries trade too. But when countries trade, it's for more than a cookie and a cheese stick. They buy and sell goods. The United States buys airplanes from France. France buys computers from us. Okay. Making work easier. I'm on page 26 now. Long ago, people had to work very hard to grow goods. They dug up the ground and planted seeds by hand. That would take a really long time to do. If you've ever driven by a farm, they are huge, and to plant seeds by hand, that would take forever. Today, people use tractors to dig in the ground, They use machines to plant the seeds. Machines make our work better and easier. Okay, so today, after this, I want you guys to go ahead and watch that video of the Crayola factory and see how crayons are made. All right, I'll see you guys later.